right till today.
Hiya! This is Naturalchick on Tag Talkers with my brother from another mother, as it were. This is Matt.
Yep. Hey guys, what's up?
Right, so there's a lot of rumours circulating in the wonderful world of WWE. Some of which I love, some of which I'm not so fussed about. I think we will know by the end of Raw next week exactly what's going to pan out. I think we're going to have some news later on today, but I'm going to try and avoid that.
Yeah.
So I guess the first thing would be sort of the discussion around who's winning the Royal Rumble. Because for quite a while it was pretty much a 50-50 between Brock and Roman. But somebody's thrown another penny into the pot and everybody's jumped on it. So I'm going to ask Matt's opinion. What do you think of Triple H winning the Royal Rumble?
I have no problem with the CEO of wrestling. But I have a problem with him winning the Royal Rumble and facing the champion, or facing the former champion at WrestleMania in Roman Reigns. Because I know there will be a lot of people that say, well, Vince McMahon beat Stone Cold in the 1999 Royal Rumble. But that was a completely drawn out years worth storyline, and there was so much more investment in that, and I think if Triple H wins the Royal Rumble and wins the title again, you're just opening yourself up to all the negative Nancy's on YouTube and stuff. Oh, he's burying somebody again. It's just Triple H getting something he wants because he's married to Stephanie and he's the COO. So I don't see anywhere that this benefits you. Because there's no scenario.
I think from a few perspectives it could be interesting. I do get that they've not brought Triple H back, and it has been a while, so I can understand where these rumours have stemmed from. I can sort of understand that quite a few people don't want Roman to win. Especially if they bring back Daniel Bryan, which I'm hoping they're not stupid enough to do. But yeah, there's... I don't know. I wouldn't be against it. Maybe having the title would give him that extra bit of sway with Vince.
You mean backstage behind the scenes?
Yeah, to sort a few things out. I mean, it does give him a little bit more push in Vince's eyes. But I do understand them wanting to put the big guns in place for the WrestleMania because it's supposed to be the biggest. So, okay. I don't know. I'm not... There isn't anybody that I can see winning it that wouldn't be an extreme long shot that would make me really happy. So I'm not that worried about who wins it, to be honest.
Yeah. I will say whoever wins it, unless it's a complete and total shock of a person that wants to be in the main event, meaning the Rumble, that wins it. Like, for example, a Sami Zayn, which I know, way long shot.
Or a Daniel Bryan, or if they decide to bring AJ in for the Rumble and let him win it. Yeah, there are extreme long shots. But even Kevin Owens, I would put in that category. Because I could see him winning it, being the prize fighter, having the biggest prize. I could see that, but it's all sort of, it's so far in the outer realms of possibility, as Aaron Rift would put it, highly unlikely in all likelihood.
Gimmicky friend.
What?
Gimmicky friend.
Oh, he wouldn't mind he answered one of my questions.
I know, I'm only kidding.
I'm only kidding. So yeah, there are, when it comes to the Rumble, there isn't anything. When it comes to the winner of the Rumble, I don't really care. I'm interested in what happens in the Rumble, furthering feuds, creating feuds, and I'm interested in what's going to happen the Monday after the Rumble, hopefully. Touch wood.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really care. The odd spot from people would be cool.
Yeah.
I do understand what they're saying about bringing AJ in the Monday after, because they don't want to bring him in and then not have him making that a massive impact. And there's too many people that if they bring them in, they would have to give them a massive impact to actually bring them in, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I would still like Sami to come in and face off against Kevin. I don't think that's going to happen.
But I also don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities either.
Yeah, but I've just not. After his promo on NXT, I'm feeling that that's where he's going to be for a little bit. And I think teasing that, if they're not going to go through with it, I don't like it, to be honest. If they're going to do it, then do it. Don't pansy ass around it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Rumble before we move on to other topics?
My thoughts on it are and this kind of is an extra point I want to make about the rumors about Triple H winning and having the title and going into WrestleMania with the belt and defending it at WrestleMania is that I don't see Triple H being in the main event defending the title being a marquee event that helps sell that place out, which is what ultimately Vince wants to do. So
it depends, because I think, follow my logic train, I think if Triple H wins the battle, then he loses it to Roman before WrestleMania. Because The Rock interferes. We then get Rock Triple H at Mania, because that will set it up perfectly, and Roman's free to defend the belt.
Yeah. Against maybe Dean Ambrose.
Whoever.
Yeah. Okay, so we can move on from the Rumble, because we'll have more on this actually probably. Of course, on like Tuesday after we've seen both the Rumble and Raw. Then we'll come back and do a recap of the Rumble and our thoughts on that. So let's.
The really cool one that I was thinking about is have Daniel Bryan come out on the Monday and do a promo and say that while I've been out injured, I've been talking to a few people, and I bumped into one of my old friends who thought he might come and say hello. Click AJ's theme.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to give him he's going to get a massive babyface push. So, I mean, how better to do that than have Daniel Bryan introduce him?
Yeah.
And they have met a few times. They do know each other.
Yeah. So that could work. Because
in the same notion, I would quite like if they were going to get Roman Reigns eliminated. Right, we're now on not with who's going to win, but like the little bits I want to see in the Rumble. I would quite like Samoa Joe to be the one that eliminates Roman Reigns.
Can I ask why?
Because I quite like the idea of Samoa Joe being Triple H's Diesel. So being his enforcer. Although the game doesn't need an enforcer, I think that would work really well, because it'd be like you've got Roman and The Rock, and then you've got Triple H and Samoa Joe. I just think in my head it works really well. And I think it'd be a really cool way to bring Samoa Joe in.
Yeah.
And I think it would be really cool if they brought Samoa Joe out, and then the next entrant was Triple H, and Samoa Joe waited at the bottom, didn't get in the ring, but waited at the bottom, watching the screen, waiting until Triple H came down, them to like high five or shake hands or something, and then Joe to hold the ropes for Triple H to get into the Rumble. I can see it in my head.
Yeah.
I just think it could be done so well.
Yeah.
I do think the Wyatts are going to take out Brock, so I think that part of it is already in place, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Well, I'm completely intrigued.
Or with basically Brock being in the Rumble, the Wyatt music hitting, Brock coming towards the rope to wait for them, and then someone coming from behind and hitting Brock and knocking Brock over, and then Brock doing absolutely skits and like flipping out and smashing stuff.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be really funny?
I would really like it to be someone nobody would expect to knock Brock over the top.
Or somebody that would totally pissed off. No offense, because I know we're part of this. But the YWC and a lot of the YWC people hate the Big Show. Wouldn't it be hilarious?
No, I wouldn't do that, because I don't want Brock and Big Show again. I would actually have Bray come out onto the stage with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and then have Braun sneak in from behind and knock Brock out.
Yeah, because Braun is the guy that could easily knock Brock out by himself.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So I would go with that for Brock and the Wyatts because that makes sense. So I'll leave that there. And so we've got the whole Roman Rock Triple H thing floating about over here. We then got Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. I don't know who I want to win that. It's a last man standing. So whoever wins it is not going to be in the. Whoever loses it is not going to be in the Rumble. So it would make sense for Ambrose to lose because then Roman hasn't got his body.
Yeah.
Which makes Roman on his own.
And
I'll even say to the extent of have something happen with the New Day and the Usos match that takes the Usos out.
So that Roman has absolutely no friends whatsoever.
Yeah. So it really is one versus all. And I would have like I said, I would have Samoa Joe chuck Roman out because that works for me. That's a nice flow. What about you? Is there anything in particular you want to see in the Rumble match?
In the Rumble match, I don't know. There's so many things people talk about. I'd like to see to set up Taker's match for WrestleMania, whoever it's gonna be with.
Well, hopefully it's gonna be Kevin Owens, aren't they?
Well, if it's gonna be Kevin, then what I would say is that Kevin be going like gangbusters in the beginning middle. And be doing well and throwing people out and nobody can beat me, I'm gonna be the champ. And then Undertaker's music hits the lights, like meaning the gong. The lights go out. The lights come back on. Nobody's there. Kevin's staring at the ramp. The lights go out again. The gong.
Yes, I am cheating. I am wikiing Royal Rumble 2016 to check what the other matches are because I'm having a good moment.
Have him come back. Have him like stand on the stage. Taker. And just look at Kevin.
That's interesting.
Make his cutthroat sign. And then have somebody from behind dump Owens out.
Maybe.
And then have Taker just disappear. Because I don't want Taker in the Rumble. He's too old. I don't want WrestleMania to be thrown out, but I would like him to appear at the Rumble because he's appeared at SummerSlam, he's appeared at Survivor Series.
Apparently the pre-show match is let's put everybody we haven't got a clue what to do with in one ring.
Okay, what is it?
Darren and Damien Sandow versus the Dudley Boys versus the Ascension versus Mark Henry and Jack Swagger.
What the hell?
That is literally let's put everybody we haven't got a clue what to do with in one match.
Yeah. So that we can say, well, everybody got camera time.
Yeah. Like we've mentioned Dean, Kevin. Which way do you want that to go?
Dean and Kevin. I love Dean, but I love Kevin Owens as the Intercontinental Champion. So I'd much rather have Kevin win.
Yeah, like I said, I think it makes sense for like all of Roman's friends to be taken out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Kevin doesn't need a title if he's going after Taker. but you don't want him to lose a lot if he's going after Taker. Yeah, that's kind of messy. The other one we've got is Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto for the WWE United States Championship. I want Kalisto to win because I think Del Rio sucks. He looks so miserable. Where the fuck he couldn't just get on in Lucha Underground, I've got no idea. I wish he hasn't come back. That's my rant over.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah. I don't understand why he lost the title to Kalisto on a Monday and got it back the next day, technically on Thursday. But you know, we all know SmackDown's taped on Tuesdays. So I would like for Kalisto to actually get the United States title back and hold it. It would be nice because they've already killed the League of Nations thing. And I was about to make a really bad reference, but I won't. League of Nations is dead.
I really like Kalisto. I think that he is very much a replacement for Rey Mysterio. He's talented, he's young, he's verbally fine, and he's fun to watch. He really is.
The chances he takes are just mind-blowing.
I really like him. I've got a lot of time for him. And then we've got the other match is we have Charlotte with Ric Flair versus Becky Lynch.
Well, this will be
if they do that first... well, that could be really good.
Depends on where it is and how much time they give it.
I'm quite tempted to say maybe have Becky.
Becky's gonna win.
Someone out who can distract Flair.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure who they'd use.
I know exactly who they would use.
But I think that would be quite cool.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking I'm just trying to think of somebody Irish that could distract Flair.
Well, you can't say Sheamus is a heel.
No, that wouldn't work. Yeah.
Like if Drew McIntyre was still on the roster, it would be awesome.
Drew's Scottish though, he's not Irish.
We understand.
The Americans don't know the difference anyway, so who cares?
I know, but I do. I do. You know I do. Just most WWE fans don't understand nuance.
I think the tag team match should be the one straight before the Rumble. Is the Rumble the main event? I'm assuming the Rumble's the main event.
Yeah, of course it's going to be the main event.
Because it's for the title as well. So, yeah it's got to be. I think the match is before the Rumble. I think it goes, opening match is Del Rio Kalisto.
Yeah. And you're calling that Kalisto?
What?
You're calling that as Kalisto?
Yes.
Okay. Mine is Kalisto as well, even though that's against my better judgment. Just because I don't play. I find Del Rio just boring as you.
And then we have... Oh, this is interesting. See, I would do...
Okay,
do the tag match next.
Do what match next?
So, you've got Del Rio versus Kalisto. Then the New Day versus the Usos. Then the Divas. Then Ambrose Owens. Then the Rumble.
Here's what I think. Ambrose Owens is going to be first.
I don't think it is.
I think it is because one of them is going to be in the Rumble, and they're going to want to give whoever's going to be in the Rumble a rest.
Yes, but I don't think they can have that as the opening match. They could swap it round, and it could be the second match.
Yeah, but
and do Dario Kalisto, then the
Ambrose,
then the Divas, then the tag, then the Rumble.
That's probably going to be your rundown.
That makes sense. Yeah, okay, we can go with that. That makes sense. Don't you love it? Booking the WWE.
Yeah. And I'm using the actual head. Now I'm like in my head. I'm not doing it out loud, but in my head I'm timing it out in my head. I'm like, okay, the Rumble's going to be about.
Can you? The light is absolutely awful now. I'm sorry.
She's went dark. I didn't know that was possible with your skin tone.
No, I'm still ridiculously white. I'm still Shaver's colour.
I know. I'm just making an off-color joke, folks. Please don't get offended.
See? And right until the light hits it and I'm virtually translucent.
Blinding whiteness.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
So I just wanted to bring up, because some people have commented that our videos are now different. Basically, we've decided to shove the formula out the window and just give you me and Matt talking as two wrestling fans, completely off the cuff, completely unscripted, and it goes where it goes. So I really hope you're enjoying our new little format change.
Yeah, and as far as that goes, you know, with the format change, when we discussed this, when we decided to redesign and start doing videos again, the thing is, we both believe that it was more advantageous to us to just turn on the camera and let it go, because formats really aren't our thing.
And there are so many YouTube channels out there that all say, like, I'm going to do this and then this and then this. And the whole point of our videos is you're coming into our conversation, you're joining us in our fandom, and you're not just, we're not going to do things in sets, because that's not who we are.
Yeah. And if you think that you've heard anything remotely crazy on this stuff when the camera's rolling, you should see when the camera's not rolling.
Yeah, one of the things that I don't know whether I've mentioned it in this video, but we were talking about earlier on about the concept of bringing AJ in after the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And I was saying that it would be really interesting to have Daniel Bryan come out and cut a promo and introduce AJ Styles, for the basic reason it's giving him the ultimate face push.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves Daniel Bryan. All the TNA fans love AJ Styles. And to have the ultimate ROH, TNA, the indie guys, if you like, supporting each other, I think is really cool.
Yeah. And no matter what WWE corporate wants to say, Daniel Bryan's still the most over guy in that company when his music hits. So if you really want to get AJ over, you might as well just go this route.
Yeah, cash in on it. I mean, you're not using Bryan, and if you're not going to use Bryan, why not use AJ?
And for all the people that say, and I watch videos online of other folks, of other YouTubers, for all the people that say, you know what, why don't we just bring in, AJ and all the New Japan guys? after WrestleMania. I see your point, but you could bring AJ in the Raw after the Royal Rumble, get a push from that, have him wrestle in WrestleMania, and then guess what? You can debut somebody from NXT or from straight from New Japan right after WrestleMania. Hey, good idea.
Yeah, I kind of like that, but I would
push off of that.
I think the rest of the Bullet Club are going to go to NXT and are going to be launched with Finn when Finn hits the main roster. I think that makes a lot of sense.
But what they could do... Sorry to cut you off. What they could do is, by the time Finn's ready to debut with the rest of the Bullet Club, if that's the plan, which any self-respecting person that pays attention with the whole Fat Bullet Club sign, and it's basically a direct copy of Bullet's bullet. You know, that would be what you do, but what they can do in the meantime is have AJ debut and make a huge splash, because obviously not going to go to NXT. He's got no reason to. He's wrestled the WWE American style. He wrestled it in TNA, the promotion that shall not be named by WWE in any circumstances.
But they actually mentioned TNA on the JBL.
Yeah.
Legend show.
Yeah. The only thing that I we'll talk about Legends in a minute, because JBL's just becoming a caricature. But anyway, sorry, every time somebody says JBL, I have the word Weigel. The way he says Michael Cole's name. Weigel. I didn't know his name was spelled with a G. But anyway, yeah, this is what I mean by craziness. Just comes out of my head. Bear with me. Is that AJ Styles could debut after the Rumble, and because of what he does between now and after WrestleMania, he could get super hot, super quick. And by the time the Bullet Club is fully ready to debut, Finn Balor can come out as the head of the Bullet Club, like he was in Finn, and be like, dude, you're one of us. My Bullet Club idea is the reason you're here.
Yeah, because that's kind of what I was thinking, but I was going to do it as AJ gets hot, and then Finn comes in with the Bullet Club and says, "It was my idea. It was me that got you here. How dare you take all the glory? Blah 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 blah. We're the people that made you." And then you've got a Finn AJ feud, man.
Well, not only do you have a Finn AJ feud, but you have Hulk Hogan in the 80s. You have a feeder system to just build the shit out of AJ, but in the WWE mode. Because he can go through everybody in the Bullet Club. And if they do it the smart way, they won't add stupid people to the Bullet Club. They won't add Alberto Del Rio and the Job Squad. They'll add good people. They'll add, and they won't add Stardust because all they have to do is change the logo on his gloves. You know, God hope not. They'll add people like, because if they do it right, they could make the Bullet Club the WWE version.
How cute is she? Serious.
Yes, she is. We could WWE, if they do it properly, they could make the Bullet Club the WWE created in many respects version of the NWO. If they do it right.
Yeah.
And then they could actually have the balls to sit there and say, hey, Bischoff, we took a creation that was somewhat built somewhere else, But then we did it the right way.
Yeah, because the Bullet Club was originally Finn's. So it makes sense for the rest of the Bullet Club to go to Finn. And then for AJ to get launched on his own. And then for them to get pissed off because AJ's done so well. I think that's absolutely what should happen.
Yeah. Now here's something I wanted to talk with you about. Do you think it's absolutely ludicrous for those in WWE and people online to think that once AJ's music hits, or people see AJ's logo on a WWE screen, that they're not going to go nuts?
Well, they've proved it with Joe.
What do you mean?
Well, when Joe came out, everybody went scared.
Yeah.
And AJ is an even bigger face than Joe.
Yeah.
AJ is the ultimate babyface. There are so many matches I really want to see. One of the reasons I want AJ to debut before WrestleMania is I want to see AJ versus Dolph at Mania. I don't think that's a too high. I don't think that's an implausible. I think that is something they could do that would showcase how good they are.
Yeah. Now I think I figured out why Daniel Bryan said, WWE, please clear me now. And it's not just because of his friends. I think because he sees, holy shit, AJ's here. I could have a WrestleMania match and it not be against Sheamus.
Yes.
Holy hell.
Yeah, I mean there have been... There's not been many AJ Bryan matches. I'm trying to think.
There's been two in Ring of Honor.
It would have had, it would have to have been Ring of Honor, because
no. Here's
I know AJ's faced Kevin Owens in PWG.
Yep. And he's faced Sami Zayn in PWG too. Of course.
But it would have been El Generico. It wouldn't have been Sami Zayn.
Yeah, but you know, as much as I love that El Generico character and watch him wrestle live, now that he's Sami, he'll always be Sami.
Yes. I think Sami's very much him as well, because Generico is very much a character. And I mean, he said on Breaking Ground, it is hard to let go of a character you've had for a long time.
Yeah.
But letting yourself evolve is the best thing you can do for yourself. And I really agree with that. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, evolution is, and I don't mean the group with the old guy and Batista and Randy Orton. I mean evolution in a business process that they took and made a lot of money on t-shirts of. Evolution is the key to the wrestling business. And that's the problem as to why WWE has done so crappy the last few years. Is that they failed to evolve.
Yeah.
They failed to roll with it. And that's why it's stuck in the rut it is now. And I just...
So one thing I want to mention, I did have something on my Facebook which was Royal Rumble, and you hit the thing and it picks you a number for the Royal Rumble. I got 23. You got?
I got 26. I think.
6. So there are picks for the Rumble. So we shall see who comes out on that one. That should be quite interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's. I think I'm kind of done. Is there anything you want to add?
Well, from my end, I'll be live tweeting during the Rumble on my Twitter, which is just my name. It's not under Bossman. It's under my name, which I'll make sure Nutty puts in the description because I can tell you it, but it's hard to spell my last name. It's at Matt Bernache, but like I said, I'll have Nutty write it out in the description, and we will definitely do a review of in our own way, in our own schizophrenic way, of the Royal Rumble and Raw. Hopefully, knock on whatever we can. I'll knock on my head because that's as close to wood as I can get. And we'll review that and see what happens, and we'll catch you from there. And I might do a video on my own channel, WCWA Bossman, which I'll have Nutty put a link into there as well. Just about some other stuff that I'm thinking about. And from my end, I'll see y'all later.
Okay. Love and light, everybody. Enjoy the Rumble. Oh, God. Wrong button.